Oh boy, so after Blizzard giving me a headache in the last couple of days with their nerf and buffs for the Enhancement Shaman, I've been actually in a so bad spot trying to create as best as possible an Enhancement Shaman spec, and within that trying to fit out, or should I say not fit out, the Lava Lash. And as far as it goes, I believe that it won't be possible, but I actually decided to create a Theorycrafting series where I'm gonna be presenting you the spec, I mean the build, and I want to hear your guys' comment opinion, and I encourage you to try that and to give me your feedback, because this is a really hard decision to take on your own, especially with so many talents that we are having right now. So I've managed to create so far the 3 builds after 2 days of constantly thinking what should I take, what should I remove, blah blah blah. And one of them is being, 2 of them are being the pure physical and one being the elementalist. And one pure physical is without the Lava Lash, which I think won't really compete that well with others. The second one is of course with Lava Lash. And the third one, as I already mentioned, is the Elementalist, and in case you don't know what is that, it's pretty much the spec that focuses on the Elemental Blast, Lightning Bolt, and just the elemental spells, like the name of it says. So yeah, I'm going to present you the spec, and I will try to fit in some duel and some sort of PvP with that spec in the video, because it's going to be kind of hard, because there's not people in the Dorotar at all, and I can't catch people to duel anywhere, but I will try doing it in the PvP World Quests, and maybe here in Vladraken someone will be up for a duel. So yeah, that's pretty much idea. In case you wanna keep up with everything, subscribing would simply keep you in touch and help me a lot, so please do so if you're not. And yeah, without any further ado, let's start with the video. So here we have the first build. As I said, today one will be the pure physical damage without the Lava Lash, as you can see. And by the way, on the left side, all I changed was taking out the Swirling Currents and Healing Stream Totem, and instead of that going to the left side with Earth Elemental, Earth Shield and Elemental Orbit, because so far I have found myself in many situations that I was going in a low health, and while trying to heal myself I needed to place down the Healing Stream Totem in order to get the buff for increased Healing Surge, and while I was doing that in that many global cooldowns I ended up dead. So I actually wanted to give a try to the Earth Shield and Elemental Orbit, just so you can have the both shields activating, because Surgeon Shield is a must, especially for this spec, but overall for any spec of the Enhancement Shaman. So these are the changes on the left side, and other talents are pretty much the same as I used to use them, so I don't think we need to explain anything there, and I will do a full explanation in the full guide when I decide to create one after we Theorycraft something that should do the best. So for the right side, obviously, as I mentioned many times, I don't like the Lava Lash idea, so I decided to stick out of it. So of course I went for a full Storm Strike build, of course Wind Fury following the Doom Winds, overflowing. Even after nerf it still does good, like I'm managing to crit with the Elemental Blast for 100k, sometimes 50k, 70k, 90k. Overall it's decent, like it's some higher damaging ability that Enhancement Shaman has. So not having the Lava Lash, we needed a second strike in, that's the Ice Strike. So following that we are taking the Swirling Maelstrom, which helps us on the Maelstrom weapon, going for the Storm Flurry of course, going for the Ascendance because we need some killer, and I know that 3 minutes is a lot, but it's still a very good spell and can bring you many heals. And with that going for the Static Accumulation, which gives you 2 Maelstrom weapon stacks every 1 second, which I think is a must kinda in this Storm Strike build. So the next row we had to take the Crash Lightning, because it increases the damage of Storm Strike, and converging storms actually just add up to a crash lightning, and it increases storm strike damage by 25% up to maximum of 6 stacks. After that, of course, taking the feral spirits, and all these three are pretty much same as important, and Legacy of Frostwitch, you know, just to help us reset the storm stack more frequently after we use our Millstorm stack. So that's the idea behind that. Storm Rat, of course, I decided not to take the Storm Blast because it increases its nature damage, and since we are not going for that elementalist build, we don't need that nature damage. And I also decided not to go with elemental weapons for the same reason, you know, Fire, Frost and nature damage, which isn't that active in this one. And with that points, I went and took something better, and probably a lot of you are wondering why did I go for the elemental blast if I'm going pure physical. Well, you simply must, because you need something that does the best damage that you can spend the Millstone stacks on it. And even when we are not focusing on the elementalist spec and the stats and stuff like that, it's still the best damaging spell, and it's just a must at this point for every Enhancement Shaman spec. For PvP, due to all these reasons, I decided to take the Shamanism, you know, just to have one more attacking cooldown to increase my haste much more, so I can pump in more Storm Strikes, more Millstorm generation, blah blah blah. Second one's Wheeling Waves. Of course, we needed self-heal since we got nerfed into healing. We are kinda having the harder times to survive. Of course, with that we are taking the Refreshing Waters, like these two are must in a combination if we want to survive anything. And of course, Grounding one is a must, so this is the talent combo. For the gear, a lot, actually the haste here is the main priority. And one thing that I hate with this new thing is that everywhere you are with your PvP gear, everything will be counted as a PvE. As soon as you get in touch with some from the other faction, or in duel or in PvP, then your health and stats increases to PvP, which I find very stupid. Like, why don't you allow us to be like that in the open world? Like, why does it matter? So when you look at my stats, like here, it's totally suck, but when I'm in PvP, I do have 26% of Versa, which is kinda decent with, you know, full the aspirant rank 1 gear. Having about around the 35% of mastery, 21% of haste, and 20% of critical, which is again totally fine with all this. So for the stat priority, of course, haste is a Versa, of course, because of PvP, haste second because it's a must in order to pump in as much as you can and regenerate that Storm Strike and the Millstone stacks. And then I would go with the crit and mastery kind of the same, so I went 50-50. I took something for mastery, something for crit. So yeah, that's the idea of the spec. So yeah, comment down below what you think about that. If you have any suggestion, please feel free. And if you have the proper gear, or you know, time to farm honor and try it, I encourage you to do and help me with your feedback. I would appreciate it so much. And by the way, if you are still struggling with the battlegrounds as a horde, just go to the PvP vendor, talk to the mercenary guy, and get in a mercenary mode and queue as alliance. That way you're going to win pretty much 95% of field battlegrounds, and that's what I experienced. So here we are into this hall where the PvP and dummies are, and just talk to this human. I want to fight, you get this buff and just queue your BG and you will be alliance and you will win in every BG. So yeah, that's it for the talk part. I'm gonna go now, try to chase some duels, some real PvP fight, or simply a battleground, just to showcase you a little bit of a gameplay with this spec. And yeah, again, comment down below, and I look forward for some of you guys trying it and give me a feedback. So yeah, next video will probably be testing the elementalist one, and then going for the pure physical again, but just with the lava lash. So yeah, let's go into some PvP. Feral Spirits, he uses the AMS, finish this warrior, and let's go. I guess I'll just go my Ascendance here. Okay, Ascendance, Ellie Blast once again. The Maelstrom regeneration is insane while in Ascendance. Okay, come on, dude. Okay, yeah, pretty much Ascendance kill him. Come on, warrior, where are you? Okay, decay his rest. Let's just go once again. Going for my Feral Spirits, Dawn Winds. Yeah, don't forget to Wind Fury Totem down. Of course, AMS going into a stun. Okay, oh, warrior is alive. Okay, it's gonna get a little bit messy here. Using my defensive, trying to heal myself. Okay, decay is died. Shit, I did stun him. I will just do a little bit of lasso. Trying to heal myself once again. Stomp. Healing once again. So many heal needed here. And again. Refreshing my Earth Shield. And healing. Again. Come on, come on. No. God damn, it was so close. I know they were much more insane before that. Okay, going for a stun again, you know, just putting on shocks. Feral Spirits. Ellie Blast, 92k, see, even with a pure physical Dawn wins. Okay, he AMS here. Okay, he gripped me. I will just root him and try to heal myself a little bit. Just grip me again, going for the lightning lasso. Okay, going for Feral Spirits again and using my trinket. Healing myself again. Damn, I wish my heals were better. Going for Ellie Blast. So yeah. Knocking him, well, where's my potion? Oh, here. I have to help myself a little bit, using defensive once again. I will try to stomp hex him. Okay, it worked, but I don't have any mana to heal myself, so that's kinda suck. Anyway, I will try to do something here. Heal. Oh, come on. Freaking heals requiring 25% of mana. So yeah, they both ran away at the end, and you know, fight ended up here, and I run a circle and I don't see any player during the quest anymore. So I believe that's enough PvP, you know. This was just to showcase you how this spec operates. So as you could see, pretty much the Maelstrom generation and the Storm Strike resetting was insane. Pretty much as in any spec, Ascendance was killer, and as I mentioned before, the Elemental Blast was needed because it was the high damaging spell. I actually did try without Elemental Blast in some battlegrounds, and Lightning Bolts were just doing a 30 to 40k, which was suck, and then I tried with the pure Lava Burst, and that was suck as well, so Elemental Blast is a must. So you've seen right there a lot criticals. So yeah, Dawn Winds also did very well. You know, overall, not bad spec, kinda fun, but a lot of times where I wanted to damage him, I needed to heal myself, which is a very big downside here. So for real, Blizzard really didn't need to nerf our self-heal, so that's kind of a problem. So yeah, I hope this couple of fights gave you an idea about this spec. Again, please try it if you can. Comment down below your opinion if you have something to add or to remove. And yeah, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.